Here's what happened. So this was in my junior year of college. First year, I had just moved in to the apartments on campus. Welcome to Miracles Big and Small. I'm Hannah, and I am so excited to share all of the miracles that I've seen God do in my life, the big and the small. I feel like He's been putting on my heart to share these miracles with people, and I feel like this podcast is the best way to do that. So I'm super excited. I am currently in college. I'm going my senior year, and I'm planning on going to physical therapy school. So I'm very excited for that. About my faith, I am Catholic, born and raised. My mom is Catholic, my dad is not. He actually grew up in a Methodist church. But being born Catholic, I was baptized as a baby. I went through reconciliation, First Communion, confirmation, and I was even a catechist for a couple years in high school, which was super fun. But I have also gone to my friend's church a couple times, non-denominational. I've gone to their youth groups, camps, VBS, done it all. The college I go to now is a Christian university, they're Church of God. And so I'll talk about that in later episodes because it's really amazing. But it's super fun. I love the community. I get to play golf there, just so amazing. And I've had just great experiences that I'm so excited to share. This first miracle that I wanted to share is a big one, and it's very special to me, and I feel like it just really shows how great God is. So here's what happened. So this was in my junior year of college. First year, I had just moved in to the apartments on campus, and I was super excited. No more dorms. I was going to be able to cook my own meals, which was very exciting, but obviously groceries cost money, so I need money, and I worked throughout the summer, but the prices have gone up. So I was looking for a job close to my university, and I found one, and I was very excited. So I applied beginning of August, and then I got the job, and I was gonna start, let's say mid-September, because I play golf, and I practice that takes up a lot of time. However, I had the mornings where my schedule was free because just the way my classes lined up that first semester, and so I was very excited. So I was giving myself 2 weeks and then jump into work. Great, perfect, solid plan. Well, that time came around, and I asked my boss, I was like, hey, is there anything I need to do before I start? Like, my first day's coming up. He's like, no, like, everything's fine, like, you'll just start when you get here. I'm like, okay, perfect. So I go, my first day, I meet everyone, it's really nice, I really like it, and I go back, have my day, and then I get a call from my boss. He's like, hey, so you haven't actually done your onboarding, and I didn't realize that, so you can't work until everything is processed. And I'm just like I'm very frustrated, and I was like, what? Like, he told me I wasn't able to work for like 4 to 6 weeks, and I was like, because that's how long the processing took. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, that's insane. I was very frustrated at the time, as I think most people would be, because it wasn't my fault. Like, that I did what I was supposed to do. So, but I stuck with it. I did all the hiring stuff. I was like, okay, there's nothing I can do about it now. I do really want this job. I need this job. So I stuck it out, but I was like, okay. And I did have some money saved up, so I wasn't going to go hungry. And my parents would also never let me go hungry, but I was like, I wanted to provide for myself, provide my own food. So I'm like, okay, so it is what it is. And in a way, that alone was a small miracle, because I actually really struggled in the beginning of the semester, like figuring out my classes and what I wanted to do. Like not what I wanted to do, but how I wanted to study and prepare, specifically for biology, because that was not my strong suit. The professor was nice, but I didn't love the way he taught. And so figuring out how I wanted to take his notes and like how I wanted to prepare for that class took me a lot longer than I thought. But because I had those mornings free now, I made myself a nice routine. I'd go to the coffee shop, I'd do my work for an hour or two, go lift, work out, got up early in the morning, and I just had a really nice routine, and I got a lot of my work done in the morning, which I loved, and that took off a lot of stress because I had golf practices. I was like in the afternoon, that took up a lot of time, but because I had able to get all my work done in the mornings, that took off a lot of stress, and I was able to have like an amazing golf season and not be stressed. So that alone was absolutely like amazing. I was like, okay, God, like that was a nice break. I needed that just so I could like settle myself in and all of that good stuff. So what happened after that, so then I got hired. It was great. I started actually after my golf season. Yeah, so perfect. Then I was working in the evenings, and that was great. So I could still have my mornings, which I absolutely came to love. But I was still like missing that money, and I remember like I pray to God every night, and I was like, hey, like it would be really nice if I could somehow like just have the money that I was gonna make while I was working those hours in the morning. And I was like, that would be great, because I told it is going to be about $300, which is a lot for me, especially when I'm buying groceries, because I'm a broke college student. It's like, that would have been really nice, but it wasn't the end of the world. And I was like, the company's not just going to hand me $300 for work I didn't do. They're not going to do that. So I was like, okay, well, if I was just talking, I was like, yeah, that'd be really cool, but, and yeah, that was that. And I didn't think anything else of it until about like a week or so later. I got a notification that I had mail. And I knew my grandma texted me that she was sending me like a Friday surprise, because she loves to do that for me and my brother. We are the babies out of all of our cousins, so we get a little spoiled, but I love my grandma. And so she sent us usually like $20-$50 for gas, just because she knows we're broke. So I was like, oh, okay, like my card got here. So I'm walking across campus, and like I get the card, and I'm excited. Like she also sends us little things that she found, like articles of stuff that we would like to read about and learn. So I was excited. So I go and I open the letter, and there's a check for $300 in there, and I'm like floored. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I was not expecting that at all, and I immediately knew it was God. Like I was like, this, like I have no words. I absolutely have no words. I was so like in shock, and so I almost like started crying, because it was so just like, because that's the exact amount that like I would have made. Like that's what I estimated. And so I called my grandma and told her all about it, and she was also in awe, because she's a very faithful, God-loving woman. I know some people say God-fearing, but anyway, like she's amazing. And she had told me that she was cleaning out her art room. She is an incredible artist, and for like a year or so ago, she sold some of her paintings, and she loves to paint on big rocks. Like that was like her specialty, and they're so cool. And I'm gonna put up some pictures so that you can see what they look like, because they are so detailed and so amazing. But she was cleaning out her art room, and she found this check from one of her old paintings that she sold for $600, and she decided to split that between me and my brother. And like I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, God's timing is like amazing. I was like, it's so beyond a coincidence that she would find that check right after I had like asked God, like, hey, is there a way like I could get this money? Because what? Like, that's so amazing. And I was like, wow. I was like, God is so good. And like, it just reminded me that like I felt so seen and heard in that moment, that I was like, okay, God hears me. He knows that I'm here. He sees me. And that's just such an amazing feeling. Because what do you mean the God of the universe, out of like all the billions of people in the world, like did this for me? Like that's so amazing. And by no means am I saying that God's a genie, but like he takes care of us. And sometimes we can ask for crazy things, and he's like, yeah, you know what? Yes. And sometimes he says no and gives us something better. Sometimes he says no to protect us, which has happened to me before too. But sometimes he says yes, and it's so amazing. And so, yeah, like that, it was huge to me. And it's honestly one of the things that kind of like kicked off this podcast, was like, I really want to share this with people. So yeah, so here we are. And I just love that. And honestly, like, it doesn't have to be money, because I was thinking about it, and he did this for me again, but on a much smaller scale, like a smaller miracle. So, and what happened this time was, my friend and I, we meet up like once or twice a month, and we go get coffee. And one of my favorite places to get coffee we'll normally go to, and they have these amazing cream cheese danishes, these blueberry cream cheese danishes that are like, I can do it. They're big, like that big. Like, they're pretty big, but they are amazing. But we were going on a Sunday, so we were going a little later, and I was like, please, God, like, can you like save like 2 for us, because like it's like the main reason like we go to this. I was like, they're so good, and like we can't find them anywhere else. And I was like, maybe, but again, not like the money, like it's not the end of the world if it's not, but like it's one of those little things you're like, that'd be pretty cool. And so we go, and we get there, and I notice like immediately, like they're gone. The danishes are gone. And I'm like, oh. I was like, dang it, like, but I was like, okay, well, and nothing else really sounded good, so my friend and I, we both were just like, we'll just get a coffee. So we got a coffee, and we're waiting, and we're like looking at, they have like things you can buy, and like a cute little decor, so we're looking at it, and my friend, she finds this basket that has like some breads in it, and we're like looking at it, and then inside the basket are 2 danishes, and we're like, what are these doing over here? And so we asked one of the workers, and apparently they put that over there for the things that didn't sell the day before, and they put them over there, and they're half off, and we're like, yeah, like we'll buy those. And so we got back in line, bought them, we got 50% off, and they were just as good as if they had been made that day. And so that was just like so amazing. And then like the more I thought about it, I'm like, God saved these 2 and kind of hid them away in a corner, like for us to find. Like, there weren't any that day, but he found it. Like, he still took care of us. He still saw, he still heard, and he's like, these are my daughters, like I'm gonna give them a little sweet treat, like store this away for them. And just so amazing. And in this instance, again, like, it wasn't like, in a way, because I had expected like, oh yeah, there'd just be like danishes out. That wasn't the case. It was hidden a little bit. We had to go look in it, but they were there. He saved them for us, and it just made me very happy. So again, I feel like the main focus of these 2 miracles, a big and a small, are that God sees us, he hears us, and we're his children. Like, he wants to take care of us and bring us joy and make our lives easier, take on that burden for us, and like take on that burden for us, lift it for us, and take care of us, because we are his children. And whether that's a sweet treat, like, or a new friend, or open doors, like, it's all there, and he sees us, he hears us. So even when you feel invisible, talk to God. He hears you, and he sees you, and he will let you know that he is there for you. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed these, and that hopefully you can relate to them in some way. And yeah, and if you want to hear more, please continue to maybe subscribe if you want. This is all very new to me, so I'm just gonna keep posting, keep sharing, and I just pray that it reaches the right people. Alright, have a good day. I did have my grandma send me some pictures of her paintings so I could show you guys just all the details she puts into them. This one, she has a hummingbird with some flowers. This one, she has a reindeer in a winter wonderland. She has the frozen lake, snow on the trees, all of the detail. And this one, she has an American flag blowing in the wind with her clouds and clear blue sky. She actually lives out in Arizona, which is where she got this inspiration for this next one with the quail on the prickly pear. Again, just the details she puts into them. I really wanted to show you guys just how amazing these paintings are. And I also wanted to show you the Danishes because I love them so much. They're amazing. Yeah, I hope to see you all next time.